Alright. Welcome back to the pod, guys. I wanted to talk about a topic that I find to be pretty interesting. I want to switch up my mic actually because I feel like this is too quiet. Alright. I hope that's better. It looks like the sound wave is coming out a little bit stronger. So I kind of wanted to talk about sound healing. I've talked about it a little bit before, but I had an experience the other day on Saturday that was pretty noteworthy. And now that it's Wednesday, I'm recording about it, and I've had some time between the kind of not practice necessarily, but to kind of dabble around in like some similar aspects. So basically, maybe I can post it. Maybe I can post it to the episode. But I don't know what's up. I'm having some difficulties with this recording. I don't need to find it now, because I think it's messing up the recording. But basically, I've talked about this before with the drumming and how I watch powwows online on the weekends sometimes. So there was one this weekend, and I was trying to look up who it was by, who was hosting it, which tribe was in charge of it. It's just, I'm scared that if I'm fiddling with this phone too much, it's gonna block me out of my recording, which is annoying when that happens. So if you go to powwows.com, even on YouTube, if you look it up, or if you look it up online, wow, my internet's so slow, it's not even loading. I'm trying to get the name for you guys, but anyways, it's on powwows.com. I'm gonna turn off my Wi-Fi, otherwise this isn't gonna work. Alright. Okay, turned off the Wi-Fi, now it works. So, sorry, I'm recording on the fly. I didn't really prepare. I just started recording 2 days ago. Okay, so, jeez, no. So that most recent live one, they have a new video up from 1 day ago in the lives. So it's called California Native American Travel Guide. That was posted 1 day ago, so that's from yesterday. San Manuel. So the San Manuel powwow was Friday, Saturday, Sunday at Cal State San Bernardino. I wanted to go, but I didn't really know about it, and I really personally I need to get this car inspected. So first things first, I'm gonna need to, once I get back from San Diego, that's gonna be next on my list. I need to get my glasses. I need to get an appointment sometime in October for a couple doctor's appointments. I need to I don't know. You guys don't care about this to-do list, but yeah, I need to get my car looked at. Uh, the car that I'm driving now, because I sold mine, so I need to get my brother's car looked at and repaired so that I can drive it at least. I don't really leave LA with it. I don't go to Orange County. I don't go to San Bernardino, but it would be nice to kind of go and get out of town. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. And uh, yeah, so I don't know much about San Manuel tribes. I really don't. I haven't studied it yet. I want to. Um, but it was on the campus, and that's pretty cool. And uh, so basically, my experience. Let me talk about my experience on Saturday. And sorry, guys, I'm kind of tired. I don't know what's up with me lately, but um, I haven't been recording since at least Saturday, and I just even then my head was kind of everywhere. So you know, I've given it a few days, and I don't think it's by the sound of things, it's not really improving um that much. I'm finding myself kind of struggling to uh clearly express myself, but it's okay. Um with writing that's not happening. It's just when I'm talking, but for some reason when I'm writing, like I was writing last night, and the only thing was just because it was really late, like that made it so it was hard for me to write, so I put it down. But yeah, writing, it doesn't happen when I'm writing sometimes. So I've got a lot of blogging to do today, but I wanted to do the recordings first. So I'm just a little distracted too. It's like I haven't recorded in a while, and I'm having trouble focusing. So basically my experience Saturday, I went to the gym at night. Got done around. I was home by like 8 because I was like, I want to eat. After working out, I like to eat a workout meal. Now at the gym, I was listening to this this playlist, um, and maybe that contributed too. I don't really know, but let's see. I was listening to this playlist on Spotify. I don't know if it's gonna let me in while I'm on here. I have on Spotify this playlist that I labeled dance. It has 22 hours worth of music on it. Um, but there's this, mostly I save like single songs to this dance playlist. But this one, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it. It's a really long playlist. Where is it? I don't know if I can find that playlist for you. Oh, there it is. It's called Wish You Were Here. It has Anthony Paul, Bass Clef, Kleph, Darren Camp something. It says Wish You Were Here. I think it says continuous. I can't read the whole title because it's long. But if you look that up, it's got like a picture of like a beach and a palm tree on the left. You can see the trunk of the palm tree and then parts of the fronds coming down from the top of the thumbnail. And so I was listening mostly to that playlist at the beach for like half of, not at the beach, at the gym for like half of my workout. I wasn't listening to it like the whole time. I was listening to other songs too. And it's mostly just like EDM. So if you think about, EDM, it's mostly like, there's a big drum component to it, beat component, consistent beat, but I wasn't listening to like the same song. And then once I got into that playlist, I was like, let me just listen to this because I haven't listened to it for a while. And then at least I won't be like tempted to try and like skip songs and stuff. So at the gym, I was listening to that. There was like a B girl kind of next to me in the gym, like, or I like in the, how they have that workout room at 24 hour. So I went to the workout room. She was kind of in there, and like, people kind of pick like their corners usually. There's like a corner over in the corner. There's like a corner over by the weights by like a window, and there's like a mirror on that side. Like and then the other corner has like bikes and a mirror, and the B girl was kind of near, the yoga mats by the mirror. And so there was only one corner left, which was kind of like closer to the door by the mirror. So I kind of posted up there and was doing my yoga stretches and stuff. And she was kind of just like dancing and like, I don't know what she was listening to, but she had some over the ear headphones on. And I thought it was pretty cool. I was like, that's pretty cool. Like I I like seeing people dancing at the gym. Like it's really cool. Like I'm like, it's hard enough to dance at a concert where everyone else is dancing. It's hard enough to dance at a club where everybody else is dancing. Um, and so for someone to dance in a space where it's like they're almost the only person doing it, and I'm not talking necessarily even like Zumba class where it's like, okay, like this is scheduled that everyone's going to be dancing here at this time. I mean, like you're the only one in there dancing as part of your workout. Like that's, I think dancing, martial arts, boxing, that kind of stuff. Like I don't know, like I think when you get to like yoga, boxing, martial arts, like people kind of get that, but when it comes to dancing, it's kind of like it's a little, I don't know what the word is. Like I'm not trying to judge people about it. I think it's an admirable quality that people dance in public, like I'd be too shy to do that, but I think it's really cool. Um and I think that's how they get good and how they get confident because it's like you're used to just doing it. Um, for me, it takes a while, but you know, anyways, like I was listening to the music and I was kind of like, I don't know what she was listening to, but something in my mind was just kind of like, all right, that's really cool that she's clearly into music if she's breakdancing. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, um, I don't know anybody who breakdances that's not into music. Like that would be weird. Like I don't know if you can be into dancing and not into music. Maybe you can. I don't really know, but that doesn't sound right. Um, if you are one of those people, I'm not trying to be offensive. It's just that sounds weird. But yeah, she was dancing and stuff, and like yeah, like I started leaving around the same time that she did. It wasn't really on purpose, but I started putting my stuff away. Like I was on the a yoga mat and I went to put it away, kind of like over past her, but then I saw her kind of walking out, and I tried not to walk out like too close to her, so I kind of slowed down my walking. And I guess I didn't realize the door was closed, and so she had to open it, and then she kind of held the door open. I was like, cool. So, um, but yeah, I was like, that's pretty cool. Um, and then like there was a rave that night that I wanted to go to that not is called Nocturnal, and I think it was in downtown LA. But I wanted to go, but I skipped it because I was like, it just seems like a lot to drive downtown and pay for parking and stuff. I was like, I'll just go to the freaking gym and listen to music. So I came back and I knew I was gonna eat, so that's why I didn't want to eat that far past 8 p.m. But I started eating around 8 p.m. and I turned on the powwow because I was like, okay, cool. Like the grand entry, of the powwow was happening. It was just about to start happening, and so I turned it on, and or maybe it was already in. No, I think it was just starting because they were just all that was there was like the military and the Eagle. I don't know if they call it like the Eagle Guard or the main person who kind of like is in the front of the grand entry, and then right after him is usually like four or so or six or so like military veterans with the flags and things. And so they were behind him. And so I got there during that part. So it was still the beginning of the grand entrance, and I watched the whole grand entry. My mom eventually came in and watched part of it with me, and then I just watched it till like 10:30 at night. Um, so I watched all the grand entry. I think I watched all the senior women's dancing, and I can't remember where it went after that. I think it started going into senior men, and then they dismissed the teens, and then I think it went to, I don't remember who was after them. I think it was going to be ages like something to age like 49 or something. I can't remember what the age range was. Maybe it was like 30 to 49 or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Guys, I probably should also say a disclaimer. I'm not 100% familiar with powwows. Like, I've been to a few of them locally in LA. Um, I have been watching them since ever since college online on powwows.com. That was kind of the only resource I really had. Um, but it was like uploaded clips. It wasn't really on YouTube until, or even if it was, I wasn't watching it on YouTube. So now YouTube has it. A lot of them, it'll put up live. So you can watch them live when it's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or when there's other events or speakers. You can just go on there and watch the live ones, or you can watch the yeah, you can watch the live ones, or you can watch the um you can just watch it. It's saved on there, and then usually they chop them up into clips too. Um and it's pretty cool. Like, but the reason why I got into it is because I just realized it just makes me feel great, you know? So I started realizing, I think it was when I went to a soccer game a couple years ago, maybe 1 year, 2 years ago. I went to a San Diego Loyal game with some friends, and we were in a certain section where the drummers were at, behind one of the goals, and the drummers were like just drumming and drumming and drumming, the whole game, and it was great. Like, I thought I would be annoyed by it, but it kind of like mellowed me out a lot. um and I was just like really relaxed. Like, I was surprised how relaxed I was. I was like, whoa, because it was after work. It was probably like 7 p.m. in the evening, and then yeah. So I um I basically realized it then. I think I talked about it way after the fact, because I was like, I didn't really realize what had happened. But yeah, like, usually, I mean, I don't know how I was feeling Saturday specifically, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't feeling social. I was kind of forcing it. I wasn't really feeling like my best necessarily, but once that powwow drumming started, or it had already started, I guess, but after going to the gym and listening to music and then going home and then, listening to like the powwow drumming the whole time for like a couple hours there, I felt like really relaxed, and it was really shocking. Um, I kind of knew why, um, kind of, but I was like, I kind of noticed, I was like, usually after the gym, or, after a day of like hanging out with someone in the house, I usually don't want to continue being around anyone. Um, and because Saturday, usually Saturday is my day to just like be completely, I don't want to talk to anybody unless it's something I'm interested in doing. Um, Usually Saturday has been kind of my own recovery kind of day for myself, to just do my own thing by myself and not have to like give in to what other people need from me. I'm just kind of like, this is my time, my day. Um, and so, um, I knew I wasn't going to get that because we were busy on Saturday, so, which is fine, but, I knew I wasn't going to get that rest. And so I could even feel it during the day where I was like, okay, I'm just kind of forcing it because like this is what I got to do for today. I hope it doesn't sound bad, but it's like sometimes my energy doesn't match what I need to do. Like sometimes I have to have plans and I have to like do something with someone and I made the plans beforehand and then it's like by the time it's the time to do those plans, it's like I might not really be like emotionally or like energetically really into it, but I don't like to cancel plans. So unless I'm feeling like that bad, um I usually will still keep the plans, but if I'm not feeling it, if I'm really not feeling it, but this wasn't, it was my mom's birthday. There was no, I can't just be like, sorry, I don't feel like hanging out today. So we're not going to celebrate your birthday. That would have been messed up. So I was like, we're going to do the party. And so we did that. But I could tell my energy, like by Friday, I was like, I would have liked to have had Saturday to myself. So instead, I took Sunday to myself. But it's not the same because it's kind of like sometimes you get in a ritual of things. Um, gosh, sorry. Between the trash trucks and the sirens. But yeah, sometimes you get into the ritual things, and I think I was kind of in a ritual of it, um, of the Saturday kind of freedom. But yeah, it's okay though. Like, it had to be done, and I'm not like regretting it, but yeah, definitely. There's no way I would have just been hanging around in the living room till like 10:30 at night. Um, after spending a whole day like hanging out. Like usually that's not normal for me when I'm already like exhausted from like the energy of the week that I've spent. Like usually I really rely on Saturdays to be like, okay, this is my day to not do anything. Um, or do anything that I don't want to do. But yeah, um, so I thought about it, more because I was like, when I realized that, the drums were giving me this like calming, relaxed effect, and it's not new, like information, but I just noticed, I'm just trying to make a point that I really like would not have been as comfortable as I was just like there. Like, I didn't have any anxiety about it. I don't really like I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but like I really get like I kind of pick up on other people's energy and it's kind of intense for me after a while. So for me I've realized, when I'm around people when I don't feel like it, when I'm already depleted, it's like that's even more. It's almost like imagine if you have like a headache and then somebody turns on maybe like music that you like maybe if you're in the metal, maybe you listen to it in the car like at a certain volume, but if you have a headache you're not going to listen to it at that same volume, or you might not choose to listen to metal at all. You might want something calming, or you might not want to listen to anything at all. And so that's kind of the best way I can describe it, is like I can feel like normal or just like socially just kind of feel like that, like not wanting anything at all really. So I don't know, but I guess that's about all I've got to say about that. um and yeah, it's just interesting. Like I've been listening to a lot of like bird singing throughout the week. uh it's a certain type of powwow music that's played at powwows, but I find it to be really healing, really helpful for, mostly I use it for like sleep, but it's definitely got a lot of good quality properties to it. I don't know anything about it as far like I know not by memory, but some tribes that are from I guess from California and some places, like that's kind of where it comes from. And um, I don't know the details off the top of my head, but I wasn't raised in the culture that practices these things. I've just had like exposure to it from living in a city like LA. So, um, but yeah, if I can figure out like more, I might do some writing on it. Um, but I'll have to see. Um, Today's gonna be a big writing day for me, so I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I need to spend my time doing it, so I'm gonna try. Um, that's about um all I can really explain. Is just I'm explaining my experiences with interacting with these different types of music and drumming and things. Um, I've got a music festival coming up. It's Crossed this weekend in San Diego, so um, I'll be able to tell then. Like definitely, I know that's going to be a spiritual experience, even though it's like we're kind of there for like the rave atmosphere too. But it's like to me, it's more than just like, oh, I'm going to a concert to like jump around and stuff. It's like it's more than that. I don't really talk about it with that many people, but um, there's something about it that's got a lot of power to it, more than just like entertainment, like going to see a movie or something. Like there's definitely like a deeper experience to it, or else I wouldn't keep going. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with just wanting to be entertained too, but like I definitely notice, it almost instantly improves my mood. Um, Usually within less than an hour, I'm already feeling a lot better than I was before. The energy kind of lasts for a couple days too, or weeks even. But all right, all right. That's it for now.